everybody, it's Hen
and Lon.
And we're back with another episode of Chop It Up. Chop it up. Hey.
Chop it up.
Chop it up, y'all. Y'all, we back with another episode of Chop It Up with some friends and family. On my left, we got my brother, Jewels. Call him Julian Scott. On my right, we got another bro, Stanley.
Good,
and
everyone.
on my right, we got my sister, Miss Chris Cash.
Hey.
You already know me. My name is Hen.
And I'm Lon.
And we about to get into this Chop It Up. Y'all, we hope y'all enjoyed the first episode of Chop It Up. It was crazy. But we got something better for y'all.
Yeah.
Because this Chop It Up is wild. So let's get right into it. So, dear Hen and Lon, I've been with my boyfriend for about 7 years. I am 24, he's 25. I guess you can say we are high school sweethearts. He is honestly amazing in my eyes. We work so good together. We have a very good relationship and have so much fun. He does any and everything for me. We've been living together for about 3 years now, and I'm currently 4 months pregnant with our first child, a boy. My problem is why he hasn't proposed yet.
Uh-oh.
We had a small argument about it when I brought it up, and he said when the time is right, it will happen. And just to relax and don't rush it.
Relax.
But in my eyes, I'm saying to myself, what is the holdup? We had a small argument about it. He works very hard, working 2 jobs, and we are currently saving up to get ready for our new bundle of joy. So I don't think it's money related. Our families love us together and they get along with each other very well. I really want to be his wife one day and not in a girlfriend baby mama. I know I shouldn't rush it, and I know he loves me very much, and I love him too, but it still makes me upset. Hen, when did you know you were ready to get down on one knee? And Lon, what do you think I should do? The last thing I want is to start feeling insecure, asking myself, is it me? I would love some advice on this.
I'm already thinking, can I just say something real quick? So sis, what I think the issue is, one, y'all are young. You guys are high school sweethearts. So in your mind, you guys have been with each other for a long time. Yes, for 7 years. But let's only count maybe 2 to 3 of those years because you're only 24. So let's count maybe like 22, 23. The maturity level wasn't there back then, so we can't really count those years. Furthermore, you've done everything prior to getting married, and now you're wondering why the ring hasn't come. Not to say that the ring won't come, but you moved in. You said 3 years ago. You're 24. That was when you were 21. You're 4 months pregnant now, and it's like because you already rushed and did things, you're trying to speed up the timeline of when he should propose. And like I agree with what he's saying, when the time is right, he'll do it. And it does not mean he does not love you. It does not mean he won't propose to you. But you kind of rushed everything. So we just kind of got to slow down a little bit and wait it out.
So y'all was 17. You was 17 and he was 18 when y'all first met each other.
Right.
Wow.
But she said, when did you know that you wanted to propose to him?
It wasn't 17 or 18. It wasn't until, things got to happen. So my situation was different because, one, I wasn't with Lon for 7 years.
Right.
And for me, during my time before I met Lon, I was focused on me and preparing myself to be the best person. I'd also already had been through different trials and tribulations that matured me to a certain point that when I met Lon, I was already at a maturity level far past a 17 and or 18 year old. You see what I'm saying? Probably up there with the 30-year-old. And so I was thinking like, I had everything in line. I was at my career set. I had everything set. So Lon was like the last piece on the puzzle. And so I took my time. I felt I took my time with her, and that relationship just took its course. And then when I felt I was ready to make that move, I purchased the ring, but I still left time in case I felt something different. And then when I didn't, I made the move.
Man, I think I want to pull it back. I think we might be reading yo all wrong, right? So I'm gonna tell you what I'm hearing, right? I'm hearing guy meets girl, they like each other, they love each other, right? Moves into his house, right?
She didn't say his house. She said they're living together.
They're living together, though. That means resources are being shared, right? Things are being pulled together. They're working together. They're having a child together. I think what I'm hearing, honestly, especially in his response to you, as far as just wait for things to be right, and when you mentioned he's working 2 jobs, I think this man got a plan for you, for real. I think he is trying to make sure, in the midst of all of these things happening, he's been with you since he was 17 or 18. All this time, he wants to give you the perfect kind of thing. I know for me personally, when I was looking to propose to my wife, Miss Chris Cash, right?
We also met at 17, 18. I was 18, he was 17.
I was 17.
Oh, look
right.
at that.
Yeah,
See
same
what
time.
we did for y'all?
And then we got engaged after 7 years.
After
Boom!
7 years.
Damn.
Come on, here we go.
But the reason
Come
why
on.
wasn't
Come
that, you know, I'm sure she was like, yo, when is he going to
Yes,
give me
because
this
all my other
ring?
friends were already getting engaged, and I was like, when is it going to happen for me?
Boom.
But the truth was,
When he got the money.
I needed
Right.
them ones. So I needed them funds.
But why did you need? Why was the money so important to
The
you?
money was important because I didn't want to just propose, right? I really wanted to make sure after I proposed, I was ready for everything that comes after that. Weddings are not cheap, right? There's a lot of work, there's a lot of time, there's a lot of commitment. I needed to make sure, and this might have been selfish, and he may be selfish as well, but he's doing it, I think, for the outcome to be you.
But let me ask you a question, because the difference is they are living together, right?
Right.
And they have a child. So if I'm him, in his mind,
I think that was
it's like,
circumstantial.
you were saving with the intention of doing something, right?
Right.
He already has part of what marriage looks like,
I agree.
and it's like how much of a urgency
I think it's circumstantial.
would
though.
he have
If you living with your girl and y'all look,
But what's the urgency? What's the urgency
things
for me to
happen.
marry?
I think his
All I'm
urgency
saying, I don't think the
first
kid
is
is
the
involved.
it's a child.
It's the
I
child.
think
If he's
100%.
working 2 jobs and they've been together
100%,
this
yeah.
long, he's gonna marry her.
Yeah.
But I think his goal is let me be prepared
Right.
to provide financially
think
for
for
her.
No,
now-
the key
Everything.
thing that she said though is he does any and everything for me. Everything I hear is what he's doing for me.
which it
2
leads into
jobs.
what I'm saying.
But what is she doing for him? I guess is that just I'm being devil's advocate. I'm just
Right.
bringing up
Right.
the thoughts to get y'all talking about it. But should she be? Is having the child enough?
Well, I mean, it's not like. No, it's not like this is my gift to you.
Right. They've been together. They've built a relationship
absolutely. I don't think that it's like a pawn or anything like that. But
She said they had a small argument. They had a small argument
she's
about
probably
it.
frustrated.
But why be frustrated if this man is doing everything in his power
Because
to
From the
provide from you?
The man is working 2
2
jobs. That's
doing
why
any
he's
and
frustrated.
everything for him. He's doing what he can
So
do.
I think
Now
the
there's
argument
a
was
child
just
on the way.
frustration.
Right.
She
Not
said,
out
I do
of
not want to
anger.
be a baby mother.
Yeah,
I want to
right,
be
right,
his wife.
yeah,
I've given
right,
my
yes.
all to
I-
this guy.
Yeah, I think that's why.
So I think that's what the argument
Yeah.
is from.
But I think a lot of times, and I'm just gonna say this, I like a lot of times females lose sight of all they think about is the wedding, right? And from a guy's perspective, to Julian's point, what we're thinking about, the wedding is great. That's one day, right? But we thinking about everything.
My eardrum.
It's all right. When I talk emphatically. This is how you talk every day. I deal with it every day. Boo, love you. But
Real love.
men think about past the wedding. Like as soon as you think wedding in our head, it goes straight to the rest of life.
Yeah.
Right.
Right? Women think about that moment, that day. Oh my gosh, all I'm worried about is when I'm walking down the aisle. Us as men, you can correct me if I'm wrong, we think about, oh snap, the rest of our life.
I'm thinking about
right?
6 months from now.
Money. What are we going to do with finances? Like all of that stuff is running through our minds. So we will postpone the day, the moment, in order to ensure that we have enough for after that day. Because we know
Right.
that once that day is over, oh, it ain't got real. You know what I'm saying? And as a husband, the expectation is on you to provide, to figure it out. And you don't want to set yourself up. Yes, you want to commit, but when you commit, you want to be in a situation where you can handle the family and not be struggling. And then your wife looking at you like, well, why did I marry this dude who didn't have a plan, who don't know what the heck is he? You know what I'm saying?
But to be fair, if she pressures him and he's not ready, he's gonna
It's not
resent
gonna
her.
work out.
Exactly. That's
It's
the
not
He's
gonna
gonna
key.
work
resent
out.
her for the entirety of their relationship.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, so
Because you made me do something I wasn't prepared to do.
right. And I think that now more than ever, since you guys are pregnant, honestly, I think you would have to be okay with, and correct me if I'm wrong, y'all, I think she would have to be okay with coming second to the child, because I think that should be, if it's not already, the priority. I would assume that he ain't thinking about no ring right now. He's trying to provide for his child. Y'all are 24 and 25 years old. He got to save up for diapers, wipes, formula, all that crap. And then maybe a year or two from now, once y'all have, I guess, settled into your new normal, then think about a ring, then think about a wedding, because then he gonna give you the
But
ring.
is it wrong for her to ask?
I think he's
No, it's
thinking
not
about
wrong for
both.
her to ask. I just think she should be in touch with reality.
But at
That's
the end
what
of
I'm
the
saying.
day, with the current situation, whether he gives her a ring or not, what's going to change?
Oh,
And the lifestyle? Nothing. Because it's already being given.
No, that's
their
short-sighted.
fiancé.
That's short-sighted. I'm gonna tell you what's gonna change. What's gonna change if, and God forbid, something happens to him or to you, right? You want to make sure that that legacy, that child is protected, right? You don't want to have the child be born, and then something 2-3 years, y'all still not married, goes down, and you don't have any title or any rights to anything. That changes a lot.
Then once they have children, and this is something, but we're kind of getting off topic. Once they have children, there should be new things in place. It's not just boyfriend and girlfriend dating. You have a whole child at hand, so that's something that they need to assess after that child is born. Because, like you said, you basically don't want to be asked out if anything were to happen.
So she did say he works very hard, working 2 jobs, and we are currently saving up to get ready for our new bundle of joy. So if you know you saving up for that,
that's my point.
how do you expect him to save for that and for a wedding?
Yeah.
Now
That's expensive.
you could say you could say that, hey, y'all go to the courthouse to get married. You just want to get married. You want that. I mean that's a different conversation. We don't know what that situation looks like. But what I think is that he wants to give you and I'm in conclusion, what I think he wants to give you the day of your dreams. He just can't right now because there are some things, spontaneous things that have happened and have come up that he has to reallocate the finances for. And it's like, I think you just gotta hold on. In this type of situation, you guys are young, you're still maturing. It's not like you're 30 and you've been together since 30 to 37. I mean, you were 17, 18, you was young. Now you figuring out life, things are kind of happening, and he's trying to make it work the best he can, busting his butt, doing 2 jobs, so that he can get enough money to provide for you, 2, provide for this new life that's going to cost he don't know how much, and then 3, to try to figure out what the future is going to look like and prepare for anything that could come up from there.
So in closing, Christine, what advice do you have for her?
I think she should just be patient for now. I definitely think it's coming, but right now they just have a lot going on, and so he wants to be prepared. That's what my personal opinion is. Julian was just trying to prepare for our future, and I was just patient, and it happened. So
That's what
What about you, Stan?
Being the only one here with a child, his focus is on the child and making sure that in 5 more months, you guys have everything you need. So just chill out, let it happen.
I agree. I think that you should just wait it out, even though it seems like a while. Just give it some time, and good things come to those who wait, and you'll just be so happy and more appreciative when it does happen.
Women are nurturers. It's real talk. Women nurture, men provide, period. I think he is trying to provide the life for you, right, that you ultimately are going to want looking back at this. And so I think, not to just subscribe to traditional gender roles, if you will, but nurture that, right? Still ask for what you want in your relationship. Definitely let it be known, if it's daily, weekly, whatever the cadence needs to be, that you want that ring. But also massage it in the right way. Make sure you're doing it and those conversations are happening in a way that's building towards it. If you are tearing him down every time that topic comes up, that becomes a topic that he wants to flee and run away from.
Come on.
Fight or flight, you know what I mean? If he doesn't feel comfortable and you're not helping him to feel comfortable, and it's just added pressure on job 1, job 2, kid 1, bill 1, house 3, whatever that looks like, right? Be the nurturer there for that household to build that foundation while he is out there trying to be the provider and bring the full vision together. Y'all got to work together at the end of the day. if you want this whole thing to happen and you want that ring to come.
And enjoy your pregnancy. It's ultimately about you.
Mm-hmm.
Get all
You
them
don't
gifts.
want to be 9 months walking down the aisle. You don't.
All right, everybody. So that concludes another episode of Chop It Up. We want to say a special thank you to our friends and family for stopping by and hopping on the Chop It Up show. We really think that this was an awesome way to give you a different perspective and different views of people who have experienced some different things and can give you different insight than just us. So we're taking this into consideration for the future as well on figuring out ways we can bring new, different ideas to you. But if you haven't already, subscribe. Click that link down below that says subscribe, and then to the right of it, click the notification bell so you can find out when we upload. And I'll let Lon tell you the rest of what to do.
Yeah, so make sure that you like this video if you enjoyed it, and also if you want to be featured in the next episode of Chop It Up, then all of the information will be in the description box on how you can contact us and potentially be featured in the next episode.
Follow us at Hen and Lon on Instagram, and remember, next Friday you can tune into another episode of
Chop It Up,
chop it up. Hey, chop it up, chop it up, y'all. Peace.